Hello everybody, Taullaris back here with another video. We are going to be looking at a new Kickstarter project that has caught my attention thanks to Astra Gaming. He's the one who showed this to me. So this Kickstarter project is for a game called TemTem. It is a massively multiplayer creature collection adventure. So for fans of the Pokemon series, it's very similar. As you can see here in this little gameplay video here, you can see, you go through the grass, you fight a wild Temtem. It looks pretty similar to Pokemon, and I think this will be filling the Pokemon MMO itch that a lot of Pokemon players have had. So that could be very interesting. So if you are someone who were hoping for that, then this could be your chance to play that. If we take a look at the stretch goals here, just to see what you might expect coming into this. So you have the 70,000, the adventure begins. That was destroyed in a day. You have Nuzlocke game mode, which is really cool. For fans of the Pokemon series, you may know the Nuzlocke challenge. It's an interesting spin on the Pokemon genre, and really cool that they have it as a game mode. Arcade bar, so you can spend your in-game money to play several minigames. Mythical TemTem is the next stretch goal that needs to be unlocked, which I'd say they'll get there. So new Mythical TemTem will be added. At 200,000 there will be mounts, and at 250,000 it'll be released on the Nintendo Switch. So if we keep moving along here, we'll meet some of the Temtem. So they're basically just creatures that are around the world. There are many different types, which we'll get into very shortly. Just a little preview here that you have Hidoti, Pajaro, and Magnus. Honestly, to me, these look like they could be starters. I'm not sure. Like, that's not confirmed or anything. The numbers would be off for that, so they could very well just be random. But looks really cool. I really love the design so far. And it's very much as you would expect, training to fight other Temtems, collecting the Temtems, all that good stuff. So next we have the types. So every type has an elemental type associated with it. Each type has strengths. A Temtem can have two types. Moves can only have one type. I'm guessing there'll be some type of modifier for using your move that is your own type. Pretty standard stuff. So if we look here, we can just see it's just a wheel of all the strengths of each of them. They don't say what's reduced, so I don't know, is fire going to do reduced damage to water? Like, is water being strong against fire means that fire will do reduced damage to water? That's not clear. I honestly would like it if it's just cut and paste. Like, if you are strong against something, you take less damage. I think that makes sense. But we'll have to see going forward. So there's not much to talk about here. You can see the different types: fire, nature, water, electric, mental. Probably going to be similar to a psychic ability. Earth, wind, which will probably be where your flyers are under. Crystal, digital, that should be really cool. I guess it'll be like manufactured 1010. Melee, toxic, and neutral, of course. So pretty standard stuff, all things considered. Now we're going to move into the combat. So the focus of the campaign will be 2v2. And that'll be pretty much how most of your campaign plays out. The exception to this might be 2 vs 1 battles versus wild Temtem, as well as some one-on-one battles with other trainers, mainly other players. So the big thing to note about the battles in Temtem is they've actually removed all random factors from battle. So any random status effects, any critical strikes, anything like that, it's 100% skill and strategy. So you're not going to have to worry about, oh, he could use this move, which might burn me. It's going to be, oh, he has access to these moves. If he uses X move, this is what's going to happen. The only thing you won't know, obviously, is the stats, so that might surprise you a little bit, but it's all skill and strategy based. Moving right along, we have breeding. So breeding is very similar to as you would expect. A lot of this seems to be what you'd expect with a twist, and that's been a theme going throughout, I think. So you put two compatible Temtem together, they make an egg. The egg will take some stats from each parent as well as it can take movesets. So maybe you have a TemTem that couldn't learn X move because of their leveling tree, but a parent that they can have knows that move. If that move is compatible with the TemTem, even though it can't learn it, it may inherit it. So there's cool stuff like that that can happen. The twist that I was just mentioning is the genetic degradation. So basically, what this means is you're not gonna have one TemTem that's just your breeding slave, we'll call it. Um, Basically, what that means is a TemTem will only have X number of eggs it can have before the stats that it passes on will be decreased. This degradation value is also tied to any eggs it hatches, so they will inherit the cycle. What I believe this is trying to get at, as an example, let's say your TemTem, this guy right here, this big awesome looking guy, he has 10 cycles, let's say. He can make 10 eggs before he'll get into genetic degradation. Well, maybe on the ninth egg, he puts something out that has better stats than him. Well, this egg only gets one egg now before it starts its genetic degradation. That I'm not saying that's how it works, but that's an example of how it could inherit the genetic degradation. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited for the change up from breeding in other games, namely Pokemon. It could be very interesting going forward. I'm not sure if this will be better, but I'm glad there's a change. And we'll have to wait and see. Next off is the story campaign. The story campaign is fully fleshed out story, 100% co-op compatible, and the main focus of the story is you will be fighting against Clan Del Soto. This is going to be the main focus. There's not that much more on the story right now, so we're just going to keep moving on. Here's the biggest thing about TemTem that is getting a lot of people excited, which is it's massively multiplayer. You see all of these people running around, they're players. We just scroll up really quick. I think it's right here. These guys, King Giraffe, that's a player. This person, they're a player. Bo, player. Really cool. So there's just tons and tons of people playing, or there will be, and I guarantee you there will be. The end game seems to be mainly focused on PvP, but they have said that there will be some PvE content at the end game as well. Co-op adventure, we've already discussed that. Housing, so this is really cool. You can actually buy a house and decorate it however you want with furniture you get within the game. You can get this furniture probably with in-game currency, and maybe there'll be some quests that give you rewards that are furniture. You also get some exclusive furniture by backing the project, depending on the tier you chosen. So that's going to be a really cool addition. I'm really excited to see how that plays out. There's not much to talk about with it. It's a house, time, and it's just kind of your little space. But I am very excited for this. It's just a nice little touch. Customization, it seems to be pretty in-depth customization if you take a look at the different avatars here. I highly doubt these are all presets, so it's really cool that you are able to customize it to this extent, so that'll be really cool. Next is the competitive, so this is where the PvP battles that I was discussing take place. I think it's very interesting because there's a pick and ban phase, which I'm very excited about. So there's ranked ladders and a pick and ban phase. So as you can see here, on the left you have the Pokemon that you've decided to take in to the battle with you. These are 10 TemTem, sorry, my mistake. So these TemTem, you will then choose those to bring in with you. And then you take turns banning out your opponent's TemTem and then choosing which ones you want to bring in with what's left. These pick and ban phases, I've played a lot of MOBAs, and they are very intricate, and sometimes games can be decided in pick and ban phase if you get enough of an advantage. I don't know if that'll be the case here. I'm kind of hoping it is because I would love pick and ban to be really influential. I think that's going to be a whole new level of strategy. This is a picture of the Airborne Archipelago, which is the area that we will be adventuring, and there's 6 different islands that can be explored. I'm not going to get into them too deeply, but these are basically here, and there are a description down here of the islands if you are curious. Here we have 3 captains of Clan Bel Soto. The true leader is not identified currently, due to spoiler reasons, of course, but these are some of the well-known captains. We have Lady Lottie, General X, and Dr. Hamajo. Here we just have some rewards for the backing. Personally, I went with TemTem Maniac. I think that's the best one for me, personally. Getting a second copy of the game is great because I was going to buy 2 copies anyways. I get a Pig Epic plushie, which is adorable, and I'm so excited. You also get a Kickstarter exclusive trophy for your house in-game, which will be great. And all of these come with anything above Alpha Hero will come with alpha access to all the alpha tests. And then you just got a bunch of different here. This is about Creamer. I'm not going to get too in depth with that. They have developed apps and games before with great success, so hopefully this is in good hands. Just a bunch of background information, and this is the next thing I really wanted to touch on. So here we got the timeline. So currently we're in June 2018. It's the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter, by the way, I will put the link in the description below so that if you are interested in this, you can go and pledge to this. November 2018 will be our first alpha, followed by April 29th with update 1 on the alpha, so alpha 2, and August 2019 is alpha 3. September 2019 is early access launch, while May 2020, will be the final release. They have said that data will not be saved over from alphas, but data will be carried over from early access. So if you get the game at early access and you are playing, you will carry that data over to May 2020. So good to know. And here is the social medias. So guys, that's basically all I wanted to say today. I just wanted to get this out there, make sure people know about this. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm very excited. Hopefully you guys will think about pledging to it if it interests you. I hope it is. I will be streaming and making YouTube content for this game. I guarantee it. Very excited. So, without further ado, just a quick note. This video will be going live on 2 channels. My personal Taullaris Gaming, as well as the Zodiac Gaming Guild, where myself and friends have group content as well as podcasts there. So I will be uploading these videos. I'm going to be doing more of these news type videos. So we're going to do that, and that's all going to be on both channels. So if you guys could, please subscribe if you enjoy the stuff to both channels and comment. Or if you just want just this, what you're seeing right now, you can go ahead and follow it, Taullaris Gaming. If you want the whole package, Zodiac Gaming Guild is your spot. And of course, you can always subscribe to both and get the maximum amount of content. So guys, I hope you really did enjoy this video. Please leave some feedback down below, as I'm always trying to improve the content. But that is everything. I will keep you up to date on all TemTem news. And let's make this game great. The developers have been great so far, and I can't wait to see what they do. But for now, that's all I have for you guys. So as always, this is Taullaris, signing out.